Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to a FIFA 18 beta video. Now today I'm going to be going through some of the club budgets across various different leagues, especially the main ones of course, and going to be telling you about what sort of budget they've got and what the wage is as well. Now of course this is the FIFA 18 beta, that means that they are subject to change, but hopefully it'll give you guys a rough idea of how much your club might have this season. So if I don't go through your team necessarily, because I won't be able to go through all the leagues and all the teams, then just leave it in the comment section below. But first of all, go and watch this video because I'll be going through the main leagues across Europe and we'll see what sort of amounts the various different teams have. So to begin with, we'll go through the Premier League. We'll start off with Arsenal. They've got just under £80 million on the beta, and we will wait and see how much they end up having in the full game. But it should roughly be similar sort of amounts usually. Bournemouth have got £29.4 million. Brighton currently £9.1 million, which I expect to be a little bit higher in the full game. 29.9 for Burnley, 87.2 for Chelsea, £33 million for Crystal Palace, 45.2 for Everton, 4.5 for Huddersfield. Again, I expect that to be better. There's a lot of Championship teams and more than that. That's roughly the same as Leeds, I think, on this. We've got Leicester City with 44.6, 63.2 for Liverpool, 108.2 for Manchester City. Manchester United currently on £134.7 million on the beta. We've got Newcastle on 32.2, Southampton on 43.7, Tottenham on £55.8 million, 41.4 for Stoke City, 33.1 for Swansea City, 33.3 for Watford, £30.8 million for West Brom and £55.5 million for West Ham. So some interesting amounts definitely there for the Premier League. Again, they are subject to change. This is just what's on the beta, so take this as maybe a rough guide. It could change. I don't know how significantly it could change, but it usually does. These will be very similar amounts to, I think, the current FIFA 17 budget amounts. They might have changed slightly, to be honest, for the beta. On to the Championship now. We're going to go through some of those teams. Aston Villa have got £20.5 million, so more than some of the newly promoted Premier League teams that we've seen. £2 million for Barnsley, Birmingham City 2.5, Bolton 2 million, Brentford £3 million, Bristol City 6.2, Burton Albion 1.5 million pounds, 5.4 for Cardiff City, 8.1 for Derby, 3.9 for Fulham, got 20.1 for Hull City, 2.9 million pounds for Ipswich, 4.1 for Leeds United, 24.9 for Middlesbrough, and 2.3 there for Millwall. We've got 14.9 for Norwich, 3.5 for Nottingham Forest, 2.3 there for Preston, 4.6 for QPR, 3.5 for Reading, 2.9 for Sheffield United, £6.8 million there for Sheffield Wednesday. Sunderland have got 33.4 million, Wolves have got 5.5, and that is the Championship concluded again. So some very, very big amounts for some of the Championship teams, some other Championship teams having very small amounts relative to what they've spent this summer so far. So I'm not really too sure what to expect and how accurate those will be for the full game, but certainly some of those amounts were fairly big really for the Championship. We won't go on to League 1 or League 2. If you want to know specific teams within those leagues, let me know in the comments section below. We'll now move on to the French League, and again I'm going to go through some of the key teams in there, not all of them. So Monaco have £30.8 million. Then if we move on to Lille, they've got 9.3. We've got Nice here, we've got 7.7 for them. Lyon have got 20.6. Marseille 12.5. PSG £96.5 million. And I think that's pretty much everyone for the French League. Let's move on to the German League. Bayern Munich on £82 million here. Dortmund have got £47.4 million to spend, which is obviously not quite as much as I was expecting. I thought it'd be a little bit higher for them, to be honest. Hoffenheim 20.6. We've got RB Leipzig at £46.3 million. Leverkusen 32.3. Borussia Mönchengladbach £27 million. Schalke 37.3. Wolfsburg 37.4. And that concludes the German League as well. On to the Italian League now, and we'll go through again some of the key teams within there. If you want to know any of the other teams I've not mentioned, as I said, let me know in the comments section below. £17.3 million for Fiorentina. We've got Inter Milan here on £35.1 million. Juventus with their new fancy badge that they've gone with on £79.2 million to spend. Milan 39.1. I'd expect that to be higher, to be honest, in the full game. Probably closer to 50, I'd have thought. Napoli on 35.7. Roma 35.7 as well. Okay, it's a little bit interesting. And finally, Udinese on just under 7. So again, not some huge amounts for some of those Italian leagues, for some of those Italian teams. I expect some of those to be increased, and maybe even some of them decreased as well, to be honest. Then finally, I think, or the final one we might go with, is the Spanish League. In fact, we'll quickly do some Scottish teams before we go. Celtic, £11 million to spend. Don't know how many other teams will be of interest. Rangers will also say as well, £9.4 million for them to spend on here as well. On to the Spanish clubs now. Athletic Bilbao, £15.4 million. Atletico Madrid, £52.9 million. Then we've got the likes of FC Barcelona, £80.9 million to spend. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Real Madrid, in fact, £87.8 million to spend as well. Sociedad, they've got £12.5 million, and Sevilla, £30 million. So we've got Valencia also on 47.5, Villarreal 27.3, and that concludes the Spanish League, and might well conclude all the leagues, to be honest, I'm going to go through. Can't see there being any other ones from the main leagues. Now, I think we've gone through pretty much all the big teams. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any other ones that you'd like me to go and check, then let me know in the comment section below. Of course, like I said at the start of the video, take this with a pinch of salt. It is just what is on the beta. It might well change, it might well increase, it might well decrease by the full game. Thank you very much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.